Man, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. All right, we're going to talk about the post-fight reaction to Manny Pacquiao decision win over Adrien Broner, and we're going to touch on the card a little bit. So the main event, I mean, it was a good high-level chess match. I thought it was very easy to score. I had it when I scored it. I had it Pacquiao 10 rounds to 2. And I gave AB 4 and 5, and maybe I was about to give him 10, but he didn't do enough work towards the end of that round. But I could see him getting 10. Um, the fight was basically how I thought it was gonna go. AB wasn't active enough. He wasn't consistent enough in the rounds, but he was very sharp. He was very sharp on the back foot with counters. He had a good straight right hand tonight. Uh, his check hook. He was trying to catch Manny with a check hook. The first couple of rounds was very slow. Um, I thought I thought that Manny edged out those rounds because I had Manny up 3-0 the first 3 rounds because I thought Manny edged them rounds out because AB wasn't active enough. What I seen. I mean, he was very good defensively early. He was very good. Like on the back foot and waiting for counters. But he really didn't hit Manny with too much. And to his credit, Manny really didn't hit him with nothing like too big in the first couple of rounds. It was just Manny's activity. Manny had a good jab and starting in round two. I remember I wrote that down. He had a good jab starting in round two. He started to work the body just enough to get those rounds. I thought AB was still sharp. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he fought well at certain points of the fight, not consistently all the way through. And that's the biggest thing about him. I mean, he was sharp, he was in shape. He fought well for like as a good fighter. Like him just being a good fighter, he fought well as he could. And I thought every round was the same. In the seventh round, that was a big round for Pacquiao. He hurt him. He had him going. Um, He had Pacquiao against the ropes. He was letting off combinations. It looked like he was gonna stop him, but AB, to his credit, he grabbed on the Pac and he wouldn't let him go. And then the ninth round, he caught Manny caught AB with a straight left. Had him. It looked kind of like he was off balance. I don't think he was that hurt, but he pushed him back. Um, and then after that, I mean, it was pretty much the same thing each round. AB he was being defensively responsible, and he was very, very like on point with his counters, but he wasn't landing his counters, and he wasn't active enough throughout the round. I couldn't really, what I'm saying, I don't know, I couldn't give him enough rounds. Although Pacquiao, he didn't look his best tonight, but he did enough. Also, too, something that AB did not do. When he was in the clinch, he did not punch one time. Like, you know how when boxers get in the clinch and then before the referee separate them, you might get one little body punch in the side just to let them know you there. You know what I'm saying? AB didn't punch. He didn't work in the inside. He didn't walk Manny down. He was on the back foot boxing. And my thing is this. I see people saying that AB won that fight, which is crazy to me because I can barely give him 3 rounds, but hey, to each his own. But my thing is this. My mindset is this. If AB got like 30, 36 fights, 37 fights, 38 fights, something like that. Why was he on the back foot the last 2 rounds? Like, come on, this is a Pacquiao house. They was booing you, cheering for Manny. Like even if you thought AB won, you cannot say he won them last 2 rounds. He did not win those last 2 rounds. He boxed well in the ninth. I mean the tenth. I'm sorry. He boxed well in the tenth. He had a good straight right hand going. and he was like countering, but he won't doing nothing else. He was making Manny miss. I give him that, but he wasn't capitalizing on Manny's mistakes or whatever. And Manny was jumping in. Some of the punches wasn't landing. I give you that. A lot of the punches wasn't landing. But when a guy, not even looking at the box at the copy box or the stats, if you see a guy that's not really throwing no punches and the other guy is getting off, I mean, come on, that's effective aggressiveness, especially in a close round in a chess match. All you got, we've seen it happen in boxing history when guys they're smart enough to like, okay, let me go ahead and steal this round. Throw a quick 5 punch combination, might land one time, get the fans to cheer, boom, got that round. I mean, come on, man, we know this. And AB, he act like he was up. That's the funny thing. And you know, um, I don't know, man. He's just not on that level, that elite level. Now, yeah, sure, he can beat. I think he can beat the lower level guys at 140 or 147. Like, I think it'd be competitive against Berto, Alexander, anybody outside the top five guys at welterweight, and Manny probably six. So he'll have problems with Bud, Spence, Danny, Sean, Keith, and then he just lost to Manny. So I don't know. I don't know what a lot of these. I hear a lot of people talking about Manny won. I mean, AB won. Oh man, I didn't see that. And when I watch the fights, what I'm saying, I don't be around nobody. I seclude myself in the crib wherever I'm watching it. I have nothing on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching the fight. And I ain't listen to no commentator. Actually, I have it down. I don't want to pay attention to that. And every time after the round, I go into my chat and I say something like this. Round one was slow, edged it out to Pack because he was a little bit more aggressive. AB wasn't busy enough. Boom, round one. Round two, same thing. Pat, boom. It kept that was a theme. I think in round four I would say something like AB had some good counters that round. Um he was countering Pac, real well in that round. I gave it to him. Stuff like that. So at the end of the fight, I have my score already ready, so I don't have to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not persuaded by what somebody else is thinking or what somebody else is, what they say. No, and I trust my boxing knowledge and my judgment. You know what I'm saying? Over anybody because I'm not gonna toot my own horn, yo, but real talk, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm top five in boxing knowledge in any state, any country, anywhere. And we can get on and we can debate that all day long. But for somebody to say AB won that fight and I watched with my own eyes like, huh? How? Like you tell what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. I don't think he won, but I thought he didn't get ran through. It was competitive in spots, but AB he didn't do enough to win. He didn't do enough to win more than 3, 4 rounds. So let alone the fight. So man, it was a good little atmosphere. Um, you know, it wasn't. It was a better fight than I thought. I mean, AB was doing stuff in that fight that he did some stuff in that fight that I seen Floyd do against Pac. Now, before anybody start tripping, I'm not saying AB is Floyd. He did some things like Manny he jumped in through like a 4 punch combination and he missed all four of them. And after he finished his combinations, AB grabbed him, tied him up, turned him around. Same thing Floyd did. So he did the same thing. Once he got his combinations off, that was good. I like what AB was when he was doing that. He was grabbing him, and shout out to. I mean, he did a good job in that seventh round. because when he got hurt, I mean he did the little spaghetti leg like he did against Madonna, but he got his shit together. He grabbed on to dead life, and he did what a vet supposed to do. He survived that round. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I challenge anybody. You know what I'm saying? To think my scorecard was trash or I don't know what I was looking at. We can. Hey, I'm just a link away. I'm just a email away. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no thing. I stand by my scorecards. Um, so I had Manny 10 rounds to two, 118, 110. Easy fight to score. In the co-main event, you had Marcus Brown unanimous decision over Badou Jack. Um, I mean, that was another one that was kind of easy to score. I only gave Badou Jack 2 rounds. One of the rounds I gave him that round that Marcus Brown got the point taken off. So it was a 10-8. So, you know what I'm saying? You take that how you want to take it. I thought Marcus Brown was boxing well. He was very athletic in that fight. Was moving pretty well, getting in and out. He was holding, but he was holding a little bit too much for my liking. That's why he got the point taken off. But that offset what Badu was trying to do. We all know Badu starts slow in fights, and Marcus Brown just took the play away from him from jump. You know what I'm saying? He let him know he was gonna be there. He got some good combinations. Um, I think his southpaw style was getting to him, and his athletic ability won him that fight. Um, we all seen Badu had that big gash on his forehead. That was crazy. That was caused by a headbutt. But nevertheless, it was a good one. You know what I'm saying? It was a good performance by Marcus Brown. This fight reminded me of Chad Dawson versus Bernard Hopkins Part Two. He beat him in Atlantic City. That's what this fight reminded me of. Because in that same fight, we know B Hop was a little bit older. Chad Dawson he used his athletic ability and he was able to outbox B Hop. The same thing here. Like Badu Jack was looking kind of old. He was looking old. He wasn't getting no shots off. Before the headbutt, I know the headbutt was crazy because blood was coming in his eyes and his face, and it was all covered with blood. But before that even happened, he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't even touching him. Like the round, I think I gave him the first six I had at 5-1. But the round I gave him, that's the round he was working in the inside. He got inside. He worked a little bit. He was doing this thing. But after that, it was a clinic. It was a boxing clinic. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Yeah, yeah. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Avid boxing fan, man. What's going on? You guys still in here, but yo, what's up to y'all? Reggie. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I seen you in the other chat, man. Yeah, AB was strong with the counters. Yeah. He had the rough up Manny, yep. Teddy B was good, bro. 4 rounds. He's a B level. Yep. B level. Yeah, I don't think they know how to do it either. Straight right hand, like was Floyd never thrown. Yeah, Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown, nice. I mean, I didn't know how he would handle the 12 rounds because it's his first time, but he did his thing. He was a much bigger guy. AB was too focused on looking pretty. Yeah, so that's the thing, man. I'm gonna go back. Avid boxing fan, man. I'm with you. I don't understand why he boxing and whether you think AB won or AB it was a draw. Why the hell you boxing on the back foot? Yo, I didn't even look at the punch stats until like maybe 15 minutes ago. They said AB in the 12th round only landed one punch. What the fuck, yo? Come on, man. Let's be real. Like, even if you thought he won, you can't say he won that round. You got 5 rounds to give AB. I couldn't. I mean, some rounds he'll start off well, but then man, it just finished the round strong. You know what I'm saying? He in one round he caught Manny with a nice hook and a right hand uppercut. That shit was nice. But Manny ate that, went to it was at the bell too. So he wasn't hurt. He went back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true, Teddy B. Because Plant the first 5 rounds, Plant won all five of those rounds easy, and then he started to slow down a little bit. But yeah, man, like my thing. That's why I trust my judgment over anybody else, yo. You know what I'm saying? I mess with a lot of people on here, whatever, and everybody cool in the third, or whatever you want to say. But if you tell me this guy lost, and you tell me this guy won, and I'm telling you, hold on, this fight was easy. I'm gonna trust my judgment over yours all day, every day. Especially when I looked at the stats too. I know I really didn't need to look at the stats to know AB wasn't busy enough. You know what I'm saying? They say he landed 50 punches the whole fight, bro. 50 punches the whole fight. Come on, man. Like even if you thought AB won, just by reading that stat, I'd be like, man, how the hell you gonna beat somebody landing 50 punches? So whatever. But yeah, shout out to Marcus Brown though. He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at like the first like this weekend, there's been some upsets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably didn't see the young prospect on the Mayweather card on Thursday. Um, Dylan Price, he got upset. He got knocked down in the first, and then he lost to like a journeyman guy. But the guy had over 50 fights, so he was much bigger than the guy. So that's one upset. Uh, Jorge Linares got stopped in the first round by Cano. Oh, it's one more that happened, man. That I thought was an upset. Oh, Brian Jennings got stopped in the 12th. I thought Brian Jennings was the favorite, and he was. I thought he was winning that fight, and people had, what I'm saying, like when I be judging fights, I admit some of those rounds be close. I say that. Man, this is swing round, so I don't know. I had I think I had Jennings. I actually had Jennings up a round, but it was close. So like I said when I was talking in the chat, I was like, yeah, man, I don't know who that was a close round, but I like how Jennings was boxing that round, something like that. So it's all subjective. But if if I hear like what I'm saying, if you hear like 10 people say, man, AB lost, AB lost, but then you hear like 4 or 5 people say, man, no, he was right. What? I know I have to trust what I see. I don't know. But yeah, I had Marcus Brown one. I had him the same scorecard. I had it 10 rounds to two, and I had a 117-110 because of the point deduction. One of the rounds I gave Badou, it was a 10-8 round because of the point deduction. Yeah, yeah, Jennings was winning on the judges. It was trash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought I was winning. That fight too. It was some rounds towards the middle of the round. I felt like Jennings. It was a slow paced fight, so I can see if the judges was giving it to Revis because Jennings was boxing on the back. He wasn't really trying to work on the inside, and he was. I don't know. He wasn't really doing too much. Gaines PP, what's good, man? Yeah, man. So that's okay. Oh, I was Abali versus Rashid Warren, a rematch from the Olympics. Um, I mean, that was the same thing. It was the same thing like AB fight. Rashid Warren won't doing nothing. Like he wasn't doing nothing. I haven't heard nobody say that he won. I didn't think he won. I thought it was that was like 8-4. I thought the guy he was a little bit more aggressive. Uh, he was catching Rashid Warren every time, pulling back straight back with his hands down, getting caught with overhand rights and lefts and shit, and hooks and straight lefts. I don't know, man. I don't know what's in the water with them guys from Cincinnati, bro. I don't know. Because he did the exact same thing AB did. Kind of like conceded. Yeah, I'm just going to do enough to say I was in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But I thought he lost that fight, man. I thought he lost that fight pretty, it wasn't hard to score. So I haven't heard nobody, capping for him like they capping for AB. But they fought the same way to me. So it is what it is. And the first fight, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I watched it, but I won't pay no attention to it. I seen he dropped the guy, Hugo dropped him in the first round. And after that, that shit started to look boring. So, you know what I'm saying? I was watching, but I won't. So I ain't gonna lie on that one. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I ain't mad at the fight. Man. I thought it was good. I thought the fight was good. I thought AB was doing some things that was good in the fight, but he was just like my thing is if you the bigger man, why not work in the inside when you're in the clinch? Why not push uh Manny back? What's up? Yeah, salute Ramsey. What's up, Ramsey? What's up? Yeah, that's true. I don't think he's better than him either. He can't punch, so he's not better than him. One, two, he can't punch. So let's say he's trying to get back in the fight. He can't punch to get back in the fight. You know what I'm saying? He's not active enough. Like that's what I'm saying. You do all that shit on the mitt. I don't want to see no more videos of boxers on the mitts doing that Mayweather stuff like they be doing. What's the purpose when you don't let them things go in the fight? You know what I'm saying? Some person new push rod. Salute, yeah, salute, bro. Yeah, man. I don't understand it. But so let's see what's next for Manny. I mean, everybody talking about the floor fight, and they talking about that's what the fans want. Not this fan. I don't want to see that fight. To be honest, I don't really want to see Manny fight no more. But if he gonna fight, and he gonna stay in the welterweight division, he might as well fight the best. You know what I'm saying? So whoever don't have no date or whatever, I can see. Actually, I see him fighting. Realistically, I see him fight Thurman next. Yeah, I see him fighting Thurman next. I think them guys like they on the same schedule because Thurman fight next week, so that should be no problem. Um, it all depends though. You never know, man. With these guys in the welterweight division, it's hard to predict what they're gonna do. But AB, man, same thing with him. I don't know. I don't like. I would rather see him at 140. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a better division for him. He didn't hurt Manny. And that's another thing. When everybody talking about the AB one, I mean, I didn't see him touching up Pac. I mean, okay, yeah, Pac face is bruised. Okay, well, okay. That don't necessarily mean you won the fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't necessarily mean that. I mean, he wasn't he he was letting a 4 year old man chase him around the ring. And you lucky he didn't have his legs because it was a bunch of times in the fight when Manny jump in and he'll throw a couple combinations and AB will like step back and he'll try to get away from the punches. But Manny couldn't catch up with him. His legs, I don't know, he don't got the legs he used to have. So he was chasing him and he was kind of like lunging with his punches and shit and he was missing them. So You letting this guy chase you down. That's crazy. MBT, what's good? Yeah, yeah, man. I just started doing lives and stuff. Yeah, he should fight Linares at 140. Yeah, well, they in September they ordered AB versus Linares for the mandatory at 140. But AB fought Pac. I ain't mad at that. But man, it was I don't know. Like me, I'm different. I got a different perspective when it comes to boxing. I see the bright side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that it's fights on. You know what I'm saying? And be able to enjoy a good night of fights. All the cards and all the fights not gonna be competitive like we wish and we hope that it would. But I mean, I guess it's quantity over quality right now. But it's some good fights coming up though that we can look forward to. It's a lot of stuff going on. I was so hyped when I heard about Canelo versus Jacobs. That's like one of the best fights to be made in boxing right there. I can't wait for that. Looking forward to that one. And little fights like that a lot of people not checking for like Castano versus Lara. I think that's a good fight too. Yeah, that's a good point, MBT. Yeah, I thought he did too. Because at least in the Mikey fight after the round after I don't know if you remember this though, but I think it was the eighth round of when he fought Mikey. Mikey was walking him down with his hands down and was pushing pushing AB back. After that round, AB started to pick it up. And I think he swept. Well, maybe won. So I think that was the eighth. So 19. So he probably won three out the last four rounds. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that against Pac. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what, and I thought he probably that fight was closer than Pac. He wasn't fighting with no sense of urgency. And then another thing I hated too, man, it was pissing me off. He kept tapping his gloves, man. I was like, is this Shane Mosley part two? Yo, AB tapped, like good sportsmanship. He tapped Manny's glove more times than he hit him in the fight, and that's real. And that's what do you say? On God them, that's real talk. On God them, he touched Manny's gloves more times than he touched Manny himself. Copy box. I bet you if you did a copy box on how many times he tapped Manny's glove, I bet you that should be like 57, 58. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking, but you know what I'm saying? He was tapping his gloves. He was showing Manny too much respect. Like you the young man. He's the older guy. He's the legend. But you need to show him, yo, bro, your time is up. He didn't fight like that. He fought like, man, I ain't trying to get knocked out. I'm gonna box well enough and I'm gonna raise my hand and jump on the ropes after the fight. Kind of like how Corey Spinks did to against Jermaine Taylor. I don't know if y'all remember that fight. Corey Spinks was boxing, he won't doing nothing. And guess who he was trained by? They did the same game plan. Now that I think about it, trained by the same guy, Kevin Cunningham. Corey Spinks did absolutely nothing against Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor, Emmanuel Stewart was cussing out Jermaine Taylor in the corner because he felt like he wasn't letting his hands go, and he was saying that Spinks was thinking he was gonna win, and so was the bell wrong. He act like he won the fight. That's the same thing AB did. That's Kevin Cunningham School of Training 101 right there. Probably told him to do the same shit. Yeah. Yeah, that is a mismatch. Mungia, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it is. I want to see Virgil Ortiz on the card and the body. Yeah, yeah, that's true. He hurt him to the body. Yeah, they probably did add them shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, he don't got no dog. But that's what I'm saying. When I was watching when I was getting ready for this fight and breaking it down, I watched all three of the Pac versus Bradley fights, and I probably watched like 2 rounds of Floyd. I didn't need to watch the whole thing because I knew I watched the first one. I watched the first and the second round, and I watched. Yeah, those are the 4 fights I watched. And what I noticed about Bradley, what he did with Pac, his feet was good. Like he was able to use his feet to get inside, and he wouldn't let Pac like get off without him getting off. He was always in the pocket trying to retaliate, and he had enough dog to get in that pocket and stay in that pocket. AB versus Saddam Ali, man, I watch it because I'm a fan like that, but AB mess around and lose that fight. Why you playing? Prospect. Yeah, oh, that's the one you ain't have. Yeah, man, you gotta check him out, man. He can punch. AB versus Khan. Khan beat him easy. Khan beat him easy. I think because look, he wasn't aggressive in throwing no punches really against Pac tonight. So imagine Khan. Now I would say it might be. I can you know concede that he'll be a little bit more aggressive against Khan, knowing that Khan is chinny. But as far as you know, uh, Khan would definitely get off to a good lead. He'll definitely win about the first 5 or 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Let me see. It's crazy. Maybe he would have won the 12th round. Yeah, man, they tripping. I barely gave him 3. I gave him 2 rounds, and I was thinking about giving him the 10th, but like it was one round. What round was it? I want to say it was 11th. He was started off well. He was he threw a lead. He threw a straight right hand. He got Pat. Then he didn't throw another punch for like 45 seconds. Like, bro, that's hey man. That's why I said Teddy B. Feed AB to illness. Yep, I said that. But I said that as all the spite. But real talk, man, do that shit. Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward next week to Keith One Time Thurman, bro. I want to see him. This dude been out of action way too long. You know what I'm saying? He been catching a lot of heat from the fans and from the media. We gotta see Keith. We need Keith in the sport. Keith is good for the sport. Not only he's a good fighter, but um, personality wise and just excitement to the welterweight division. We need Keith back. We need Keith to you know what I'm saying, get back to form, see how he look. Yeah, I want to see how he look against some Josecito Lopez too. I don't know. I mean, he's a smart guy. I don't think he's gonna do nothing too reckless in that fight. I could see him actually just coasting to a decision. Now Lopez gonna be there to get hit though, so that's the thing. So he can be able to stop him, and Lopez he don't take it too well to the body. No doors Keith, but I kind of like Keith's athleticism. That's why I want to see where he at. I want to see where he at. I want to see if he can be at least. I don't expect him to be back to 100% Keith, but show me about 75, 80. I think that'd be enough to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith a smart guy. He can be able to box, and he can still punch. That's the last thing to go. The punching power. So we'll see, man. Yeah, man. They promoting the hell out of PBC. You know what I'm saying? They promoting the hell out of PBC, bro. That shit on like every other channel. Every other channel. You know what I'm saying? That's why Dylan White over here. He trying to he trying to get some of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's good, man. That's good for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Good for the fans. Being on free TV. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to download no app or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to watch that shit on my phone. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Uh, all this app shit, it took me a minute to be like, just give in to it. Cause I like to watch the shit on my TV. So I had to figure out a way. I had to rig something up so I can watch all the fights on my TV now. Who should Oscar Rivas fight? Who should he face? Um, Oscar Rivas with PBC. And a lot of people don't know that. He's with PBC. You know, his promoters in Canada, uh, Michelle, Yvonne Michelle, the same promoter, Stevenson and Alvarez, and used to be Bird Beater, but they had a split. But he's with PBC, and so more than likely he gonna take Jennings' number 2 spot in the WBO, and he gonna move up in the I think he's in the IBF. He ranked in the IBF, and he probably move up in the WBC. So he got options. Me being a guessing man and making an educated guess on this one, I can see him fighting. If Dylan White signs with PBC, I can see him fighting Dylan White in the UK on their platform, their PBC platform on ITV. I can see them fighting over there for the WBO mandatory spot. Because we know Joshua is fighting, I think, my opinion, it can change, so don't quote me on this, but I think Joshua's fighting Big Baby in June. It's going to be Wilder Fury 2, probably May or June, something like that. So Dylan White, that's a good option for him. You got a guy coming. I don't know how much the ratings did on ESPN. Well, it was on ESPN Plus. I don't know. And nobody probably watched that shit. But anyway, what I'm saying, you coming off a big victory over a top 10 heavyweight over Brian Jennings, and Al Heyman, them guys trying to get into the U.S. market. They need some notable UK fighters to crack that market. You know what I'm saying? So I can see them if White signs with PPC, I can see Oscar Rivas versus Dylan White sometime like April or something in the UK on ITV on their platform over there. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, man, hey, I'm about to get off real quick, man. I thank you guys for tuning in, checking me out. If you haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and subscribe. We're dropping some boxing videos, some news, some previews of fights this week that's going down. Probably some fights that y'all guys not checking for. Just want to, let you guys know what's going on in the sport of boxing, as much as I can, do my part. And yeah, peace to everybody, man. I holler at y'all. I'm out.